Hello and welcome everybody. This is Speed Gaming 2. I'm Goron1988, one of the commentators, and I am here with the Titan 84.
Hello, hello.
And this is a race between Captain 1977, Matt Cap, Robs, and Sandreas 316, and it is the daily Triforce Hunt 30 out of 40.
So yeah, this is an interesting type of mode. We'll get into how this actually works when we get into the race, but we're gonna see probably some very different race routes, so to speak, out of these forerunners.
Yeah, I always wonder about this because technically the first 30 pieces could be the first 30 pieces any of the runners see. So it really...
And we see the first one right there is Hank. So, for those that are unfamiliar how this works, as you saw, they picked up a Triforce piece in Sanctuary. The goal is just to get 30 of the 40 pieces that are scattered around the world, and then you win. You turn in at a little friend at the castle, and that's it. You win. You don't have to go to Ganos Tower, hopefully, and this will probably go very, very fast.
So Captain 1977, Robs and Sanders are doing Houlihan. Matt Cap is going to the Boy in the Woods, that sort of area. Oh, bomb farming. I mean, hopefully no Agnem as well.
We can always hope, but there's a lot of items that are removed, like money and arrows and bombs. So the Houlihan start is very common because you do need that money to get the start going.
So Rob's going for bombs, Sandres as well. Rob's, Matt Cap, and Sandres all going for bottom of Kakariko, just going up through it. Captain is going what? Saha Shed?
Yeah, which is fair.
Divergence is always good. It'll make us see whether Captain might get an early lead compared to the other runners that go due to going to Saha first.
Well, that's at least one piece in the closet.
Yeah, Matt Cap is farming bombs in the bottom left shed in Kakariko village.
This is interesting. Sandreas is going to the village without bombs. That might be bad. But you could be lucky. I mean, it's only a piece of art, so at least there.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything game-changing as of yet. Captain is going into Lost Woods. Let's see what we have there. Hammer? Oh. With gloves and Moonpearl, that's access to the Dark World, perhaps, but it'll be a matter of time before the other runners get to it. Matt Cap is in bottom of the well.
Speak of the glove.
I didn't notice that. Where was it?
Thieves drop down. Okay, that's a Cane of Samari in the well as two.
Yep, definitely stacked for us. Matt Cap is now going into, well, Lion's Hideout. And that's gloves and Pegasus boots. And bow? This is hype. This is more hype than Hype Cave. And pieces of the Triforce as well. Those lovely Dorito pieces. So yeah, boots will give available a lot of well, I know it gives hovering, but just that item pool. Eastern Palace possibly, although we're looking for a good density of checks. Could go.
So
Go on.
this is the odd thing about Triforce Hunt, that you don't necessarily need to go into dungeons, almost at all. I mean, yeah, there's items in there that you want, but you don't actually have to finish them. You mainly want to know where the green pendant and the red crystals are. The seed is generated in such a way that it will avoid putting pieces in Ganon's tower, so that you don't actually have to do the entire thing. Now, it's still possible, but we'll probably not see that. And Rob's leaving a bomb with a sink kit.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I do agree. This definitely is a jet seed. It's crazy. Everybody's going really fast with those boots. Definitely.
But yeah, our runners are finishing up Jack and going about very different routes here.
Anything on Aga? That's the Quake medallion I think I saw.
Yep.
Then again, probably quite useless. Depends if there's anything in TR, really. Because if there's something in Turtle Rock, there's quite a few checks there. I can't remember how much, like 5 or 6 or something.
You do need it to get into Turtle Rock. However, do also remember that this is 30 out of 40. So we can skip 10 of these Triforce pieces anywhere in the world. So even if you can't get into one of those dungeons, it really doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing. Medallions are locking out Misery Maya and Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock's the only one with a possible few things, but as you rightfully said, as it's 30 out of 40, few Triforce pieces could be missed here.
And that's a mirror in King's Tomb.
That's probably a very good grab from Sandres.
Yeah, Rob's getting it too. Madcap is going up the mountain. Out of logic, but in this mode you really don't care about the logic.
Yep.
Now, the one thing none of these runners want to see is the mirror, is the lamp, because that makes Aga. No, wait, sorry, you need the cape or swords. Yeah, true. Never mind. We're still quite a few items away from Aga.
Yes, we definitely are. Although most likely we'll be able to get out of Aga. I mean, what could lock Aga? The only thing would be a moon pearl on Lumberjack, and we already saw that it was Quake.
Yeah. No, it could be on the pyramid. So if the moon pearl is on the pyramid, then yeah, you're gonna have to do Aga one. But that's the only reason right now why you would do it.
Yep, got it. Rob's going down to Desert. We haven't seen this before. Sandres is going Hyrule Castle, which I don't believe we've seen the front of. Matcap is checking the back. I don't believe there's not much there. And Captain seems to be going down to South Shore.
Yeah, and that was a piece on Desert Ledge. So just a flute away from being able to get that or a book.
Mini Moldorm cave with just bombs. It'll be worth it. I really hope it's worth it. 2 bombs left. Ooh, Moon Pearl and Mini Mordom cave.
Yeah, that's Stockholm access for Captain. And already red mail.
Still, Kane is the best shot at any form of offense, but nothing's been, well, there's Hammer as well. A sword is just really gonna, oh. What am I thinking? There's bow as well. I'm just so used to the sword, I guess.
So as for pieces, our left side runners are at 8 out of 30, and our right side is at 7 out of 30.
At this stage, who do we think is ahead, and do we think it's by enough to matter?
No, nobody's really ahead here. Not really.
Rob's is dipping into Eastern Palace. This has 3 items, so might be interesting to see if anything's there. We know that the Moon Pearl isn't there, but Rob's doesn't know this. Captain is doing a fake flipper to Zora.
With the Moon Pearl, that's perfectly valid. Matt kept on another piece up inside Bedrock.
Yep. And Sandres is about to get the Moon Pearl, which is definitely gonna, well, open a lot of things up again.
Andreas, you're very low on health there. Those, well, there is red mail, true. Still, 1.5 heart is never fun to run by these crabs.
Always scary. Captain is going to go into Super Bunny Cave. Matcap is in Tower of Hera. Did we see any? What was the items for Rob's? It doesn't look like there was anything.
No more pieces for Robs.
Okay. And Captain's gonna check what the 5-6 crystals are first.
There is not. Oh, he wanted the bombs, but he didn't. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I was looking forward to this. And a death from Sandres there. A piece of Triforce in Hype Cave. Nothing else there.
There is a piece in the big chest of Hera.
Sandres is the second to go into Dark World. 5 is Misery Maya. And the dreaded Moldorm fight. Matt Cap is doing that now. And the death from Robs. Sandres is making his way through Hype Cave.
And Madcap realizing that, yes, once the crystal has dropped, you can't save it without. You have to pick it up. Even if you don't want it.
Normally I give some hype to there being a crystal, but yeah, we're looking for those Doritos now. Sorry, the nachos.
Sandria's following in the captain's footsteps here and doing west out of Doppel access.
Yeah, so one of the people in chat is saying, I'm newer to the randomizer community. I've never seen the Triforce pieces and item locations before. What's the purpose of this? Yeah.
So there are 40 pieces of the Triforce that are scattered across Hyrule. You need to find 30 of them. And we got a sword from Sandrias. I didn't realize that Captain picked it up as well.
Half magic in Spiral Cave.
That's always welcome. Ooh, Madcap. Ow, that was not intentional.
Not good. We haven't seen Paradox Cave or Super Bunny Cave yet, have we?
No.
So that's probably what Matt Cap was missing out on. And Matt Cap will probably go back up to do that again. So Robs is doing Castle, Sandres is in South Dock, Kakariko, and Captain is doing Chess Game, and Matt Cap is doing everything on Death Mountain.
Yeah. So if you just watched Robs walk into the castle there, you saw a little figure standing to the left of that entrance. That is the quest giver. So once you have your 30 pieces, that is the person you run to hand in your Triforce pieces and finish.
Hammer was in Mushroom Spot, and there's a nut show in Thieves Town.
And Madcap again.
Oh.
And Centria's actually doing Smith chain right, at least the Smiths right now.
Yep.
That's early.
I mean, what are we actually missing in order to see most of the world? I mean, I think most of the requirements are actually there. Hookshot might be a nice find, but that's just a dungeon which is about 4 or 5 checks as Swamp Palace. Moonpo.
Moonpo was in Minibolon Cave. That is the last place Ross is going to, so he'll get it eventually. And Madcap finally taking the ferry with the bonk. That is a really nice setup to catch that ferry immediately.
Yep, definitely.
So right now, yeah, there's a couple of items that we might need later, but not too many. Most things are open to them, and that is, well, you're gonna have to clear out the things that have the most items in them. There's the mushroom in upper.
Yep, in Paradox Cave, and Matt Cap is doing effectively a bomb skip. And there was, of course, also a sword which means Matcap joins everybody else in joining a sword apart from Rob's. Oh, Rob's does have a sword.
I believe that was an ice rod on the floating island. I don't think anyone is going to pick that up.
Matcap has the medallion for Turtle Rock, is going to dip into there. Looking at what he has, there doesn't. Most of TR should be available to him, apart from the right side of the start of the dungeon.
He would need a small key and the first chest, though.
Yeah.
Rob's finally picking up his Moon Pearl, so now he is also able to go into the Dark World.
Fire Rod and Super Bunny Cave.
Captain taking a death, going for the Thieves Down, and he's out.
And Sanchez is checking Skull Woods.
So this is not key sanity. The keys, the maps, the compasses, they are all inside their own dungeons. I believe Madcap is going to try some hovering here.
The tension is palpable. Every small step. Oh. Let's try 3 the charm. And Matcap is definitely out of there.
Meanwhile, Centurions is going into Skullwoods. Hasn't found anything of use yet.
Just a few keys, if my memory serves me well.
Yeah. Robs is going to the man under the bridge. I don't think we've seen this before.
Piece of heart, then. So, looking at the Triforce pieces, just to keep everybody in the loop, Captain is at 13, Sanchez is at 12, same as Rob's, and Matcap is at 9, it looks like.
Yeah, and thank you to one of our trackers, Drosy, for reminding us that there was a burner in the middle of Skullwoods. The other of our trackers is Lady Laura Linda.
They do a wonderful job for us all. It's absolutely amazing to have wonderful trackers like this here. So yeah, Captain is in EP, Rob's in Hype Cave, Sanchez in Thieves Town. These are all checks that have been done before. Matcap is doing new checks, and that's in Turtle Rock.
Very interesting route to go Turtle Rock this early. And yeah. He does have a ferry, so.
That definitely came useful. So, yeah. It looks like Robs might be going to pod.
Yeah, he is. Which makes sense. You have a lot of items in there. It's dense. Not. It's the choice here, really. We'll see if Sandres manages to keep himself alive throughout Thieves Down.
Sandreas is definitely keeping my heart racing, that's for sure. All the times he's been at relatively low health, and we've just been like, can he make it?
Captain having a little bit of trouble finding the Igor here. He did get the key.
Sandra's gonna check the rest of the checks in. Oh no.
Oof.
Captain has a death. Sandres is gonna check the rest of the checks in Thieves Town. And yeah.
And that is the flippers in pod. And there was a Triforce piece in the big chest of Thieves Town, which I believe it was Cap that missed.
I can't confirm. I can't confirm that. Sadly, I know somebody else was there, but I've forgotten. My apologies. Does anybody else know?
I believe Matt Cap has only been up the mountain, and Rob has was very late to the report.
So Sanchez is fighting blind, is unable to one cycle. Let's see if he can make it. Yes, he does.
Yeah, Captain chat confirming that Captain was in the but done. So that's one piece he's probably not going to go back and getting, because there's a lot of other stuff that he can be doing.
And every piece counts. It really
Every
does.
piece counts. It really does. Yes, there's 10 that you can ignore, but you can't ignore too many, because then others are gonna find them before you. There was a piece in Pen and Pod. And we have Laser Bridge here from Macca.
And Sandra is doing Smith Chain. And the piece in Turtle Rock in Laser Bridge. Oh, 2 pieces!
That's really, really good for Matt.
And yes, this is Triforce Hunt. The object is that there are 40 pieces of the Triforce scattered throughout Hyrule. Our runners are supposed to get 30 of them. And at the moment, the person in the lead is, well, it's tied between Robs and Sandres. They both have 15 Triforce pieces. They're both halfway to completion.
So both the Smiths and the purple chest has had pieces.
Sometimes you've just got to do Smith Chain. What can I say? And we're going to see what's on Bombo's tablet.
I believe that was a piece, right?
It said you can turn anti-fairies into fairies. It looked like that was powder.
Yeah, that was powder then. Captain is about to pick up his mirror and not be very happy.
So, let me see. I believe Rob's is fresh into pod, is he?
He's cleared it as far as I know. With only 15 pieces, I believe he only found that one piece.
And Sandres is going to go up to Desert Palace.
There's 2 items in here, and you have the piece on the Desert Ledge, so that makes sense. Madcap is also going pod. He might be doubling this with Eastern because he has mirror.
Doubling pod with Easton is definitely a big way to save time. So
Yeah.
it's definitely going to pay off. So yeah, there was a compass in the torch room of Desert Palace.
And Captain is going up the mountain. And that's a hook shot.
That's Sandres hasn't been up that mountain yet, so that means that's going to make that easier in the prospect of Swamp Palace as well. Is there anything else that this might help?
Hookshot cave. You don't have to hover. We have Rob's doing Helma for an item and a green pendant.
Sandres leaving Desert Palace. I saw the compass in it. Were all 2 items discovered in that?
No, there was only 1 item in there. That was the hookshot.
So there's a possible 1 item in Lambo, but still, even if it's a Triforce piece, it can't possibly be skipped. That was 20 rupees on Helmasaur, as much as I saw, and the green pendant, which can be cashed in. And one of our trackers saying Drosy doesn't have... Sorry. Drosy, one of our trackers, saying that Sandres doesn't have a fire source. Yeah. So couldn't do Lemmo anyways. Thank you for that.
And just a red rupee on the green pendant.
And Madcap doing the... was attempting to do a bomb skip in order to get into the big chest of pod. Instead, just going to go to the dark room in pod and possibly go back to it all.
Oh, we are gonna see Hippot here. And that
So where could the Master Sword be? I mean, that's the question. Well,
we do know that there is another sword up on the mountain. Madcap just didn't go to K45, where his second sword would be.
And Sandra's picking up the Ether Tablet hint. Matcap now going into Eastern Palace. Rob's going through Skull Woods, and Captain in the Tower of Hera. Again, all four of them are in completely different dungeons.
Very interesting, though, that Madcap completely dismisses Helmasaur and the Green Pendant. He just says, nope, that's two items that I don't want to pick up right now.
I mean, we know that it's the right choice, but Madcap didn't know that. It's gonna help in the end, but that's the risk of, forfeiting these checks.
Yeah. So, whenever you run seats like this with Triforce Hunt, every time you see one of those Triforce pieces that you can't get yet, you just add that counter in your head. So, Captain and Sandrias right now, they are both counting +1 on their Triforce trackers, so that when they know that, oh, I have 30 now, I can go get those that I didn't pick up.
Yep. So, what checks could possibly be new at this stage? I mean, certainly it's just that the runners will have to find the Triforce pieces that the other runners have found in order to finish it off. Not that many dungeons or even locations are left here,
I mean,
are they?
there is Swamp. We have the flippers in Pog, and we have the hookshot in Desert.
Our tracker Drossi saying Helma King plus GP Green Pendant in the dark is like 3 minutes burned. Yeah, that could make a huge difference in this race. Thank you.
And Robs is gonna go into Thieves Town very soon.
Yep, Madcap is in Ice Palace. Isn't this just the standard 2 checks, or are there more?
There's 3 items in Ice Palace.
Captain picking up half magic in Spiral Cave. So yeah, with regards to Madcap, it all depends whether these are Triforce pieces here waiting in Ice Palace. And Sandra's getting half magic as well. So Madcap is going to do a skip to the Ice Palace Big Key using the Cane of Samaria. Yeah, and did it successfully.
I love that skip. So it's so neat to just skip half the dungeon.
It's so good that skip was found and allowed in. It does really skip a ton of Ice Palace and makes Ice Palace plays far more viable. Definitely. So yeah, where our runners now, Grobs is doing the graveyard digging game. Captain 1977 is in Super Bunny Cave. Madcap is doing Ice Palace, and Sandres is close to the Tower of Hera, but we'll see where he'll end up. I thought Sandres checked Ether Tablet.
He did, but he also saw that it was a piece, so he wants it. Now that he actually had the sword to pick it up.
Ah, got the Master Sword. That's the piece I was missing in my logic.
So Sanders has just reached 20 pieces. This is the moment where you start to think, okay, where do I go next? Because now it's just density. And I think, yeah, Sanders looks like he's going for Turtle Rock here. Some rage slashes against the Dead Rocks. I completely agree. They are not fun.
Completely not fun. So there were definitely 2 Triforce pieces inlaid the bridge. Were there any more within Turtle Rock itself?
There were just a few Triforce pieces in there, but there were at least 2. And Captain is having the same idea.
Robs is doing Smith Chain, which will give another piece of heart. Sorry, piece of heart, piece of the Triforce. And yeah, for once we will see 2 players in the same dungeon. Matcap is facing off against Igor. And finishing off Ice Palace. I did not see anything in Ice Palace, did you?
No, I didn't see anything. And the fact that, yeah, he did kill the boss, so he got his piece from him, so... Ooh, we get to check what's actually in Hookshot Cave now.
Piece of heart. 10 arrows, and... Well, Sanchez is rich, but no extra Triforce pieces there, sadly.
Oh, Sandris is going for the Ice Rod.
So the only reason behind that is that Sanchez would be really focusing on getting rid of Trinex for that possible 1 extra Triforce piece.
Yep.
But yeah, Dead Rocks are definitely very, very annoying.
Yeah. And Captain is having a merry-go-round here because he doesn't have the hookshot. This is his second turnaround.
I'm getting dizzy even looking at it.
And he accidentally lit the top right one. Will it stay open for him? Yes, just.
So yeah, I run this right now. Metcalf is close to Thieves Town, probably going to do that. Sanchez and Captain and Turtle Rock, where we know that there are at least 2 Triforce pieces. Those are on Laser Bridge. And Robs is going through Desert Palace, which we know has the hook shop. And Robs is getting the hook shot about now.
So yeah, while our runners are retracing their own steps, you should really go and follow these. These are excellent runners. They are providing us with lots and lots of fun here. Give them a follow because they are providing the entertainment here.
I believe there should be a command for that. I haven't used it personally, so I am asking effectively in the chat for.
Thank you, Bradley. Madcap is setting up the God Pixel, but unfortunately he get panicked. So, where can our runners go after this? So, Swamp is entirely open, but for Rob's only, because he's the only one with hookshot and flippers.
Sorry, go on.
The other runners have their pieces. Well, some of them have pieces, but not enough. Not near enough. And that is the densest play left, really.
Where was Flippers again? For Captain 19th century.
In pod. Back of pod.
So, considering the lack of checks for Captain and for Sanchez, pod might be the next option.
That will very likely be their next destination.
And for Madcap, I mean, again, there's still Desert Palace, which might be a next option, which might be able to will be able to defeat Lammo as well because of the fire source, which we know is an item. And yeah, the only person that can really go into Swamp Palace, like you said, is Robs, who seems to be going into Turtle Rock, I guess.
Yeah, he's doing his Death Mountain checks here and heading up to Turtle Rock at least, but I'm not sure if he's gonna go in. Maybe.
And Madcap is now facing off against Blind. Let's see if Madcap... Well, I was about to say, let's see if Madcap can one-cycle this. Sadly, it is a two-cycle, but yeah. See if anything of this is useful. I don't think it's a 5-6 crystal, is it?
I don't think we have anyone that's checked that yet, unless the trackers can inform us of where they are. I haven't seen any map checks.
I mean, I saw a map check myself, but those go by so quickly, I just... You know, the image flashed and I was like, I can't notice which ones are which now. The runners are so adept at doing this. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah. And Grossi is saying that the 5 and 6 crystals are Hera and Meyer, so probably not going to happen. Meyer is not fun to do.
Definitely not fun to do. Thank you, Grossi. So Sanchez is choosing not to have a safe area out of Turtle Rock.
So he doesn't have any bombs. He just picked one up. So yeah, he's gonna try next on 3 hearts. That's Master Sword try next on 3 hearts or 4 hearts. That's gonna be spicy.
Madcap is looking for money, Captain is in Skull Woods, and Robs is finally making the way up. to try next. And yeah, Sanchez is instead using hammer strats, actually, so this will be interesting.
This is absolutely gorgeous of Sanchez.
Yeah, it really shows how good these runners are.
Unfortunately, just the 20 rupee. Now, let's do a check-in on the pieces. Madcap actually has 23 pieces already. Sandres with 22, Robs with 22, and Captain with 17. So they are starting to get very close to those last balls that they need.
Robs is choosing to pick up the ice rod.
I don't think we have seen Spike Cave yet.
No, we haven't seen Spike Cave, so this will be a first from Sanchez. Ooh, Metcalf is doing Smith Chain. That's another 2 Triforce pieces. Metcalf is really close to finishing this off. Just 3 bombs in Spike Cave. Captain is facing off against Mothula now. Yeah.
Just the fighter sword. Well, he has hammer, so that's fine. I don't believe we have seen Magic Cat.
And this is the, is it Cane of Samaria Mushroom Strats? Although after this, well, yeah, Triforce piece.
And he gets a piece from it as well, wow.
And that's number 25 for Metcalf. Only 5 more Triforce pieces left. Behind is Robs, and well, Robs is on 24, Sanchez is 23, and Captain is only on 17. So it's still anybody's game, is it? Or do you think Metcalf is going to run away?
It's still anybody's game. It still is. There's a question in chat that there's a lot of junk items in this game. So what the sea does is that it removes a lot of the smaller rupees, some arrows, and some bomb drops to replace with these Triforce pieces.
Metcalf's getting the Master Sword in K45. And just to check in on these runners, Captain is in the Dark World, Dark Sanctuary, close by. Metcalf is doing Dark World checks, eventually going to get the 26 Triforce. Oh, there was a Triforce piece there as well, so we'll soon be on 27. Sanchez is in Pod, and Robs is currently in Turtle Rock.
So Madcap has not been to Desert yet. He has one more piece down there, which he's probably gonna go to right now. Madcap has routed this very, very well.
And after Hookshot, I mean, Swamp Palace, anybody?
It's a lot of checks.
Just feels like the pieces are all falling together for Madcap, both figuratively and literally. Madcap actually getting the powder, deciding to just get the tablet instead of checking it, which does make sense, and is going into Desert Palace right about now. And Captain is in the middle of Smith Chain. Robs is still in Turtle Rock, and Sandres is in Pod.
So yes, Sandrias just picked up their flippers, but right now Madcap has, with that piece out on the ledge, 28. He's very, very close now. But this is where you go. You need to go density. You really, really need to go density here, because this just you just need those two things. That's all. Now, is he? He's going back in. Oh, right. He didn't go right side yet.
Which is only one check, but is going to help Madcap, in which the two checks left. One of them is not an item, but the other item is the one that is the hookshot, and is going to be gotten now.
So Sandrias is going to Helmasaur, which we know will result in nothing. It's a gamble at this spot, but it's unfortunately a gamble that isn't going to pay off for them. Captain finally getting his Master Sword at the 57 mark. So right now, most are chasing what the others have done, but we'll see what Madcap does here. I think he has... He's running around house a bit. But yeah,
Yeah.
this should be the swamp play.
And we'll see if it works out. As much as we know, the other runners, they're in locations that can give them a few in the next few minutes, but not enough to send them over the edge to 30. The only person that we don't know specifically what they're doing, although we know the sequence of checks that they will do, is Captain, in which we know Captain will go to Deep Desert Palace. But after that, not entirely sure. And Rob's getting the two Triforce pieces within Laser Bridge.
Now, if you were Madcap, would you go left side? Or would you just go for the density of the back?
If I was looking at it, I go density of the back. I think that's the better. Definitely now.
Yeah.
So yeah, with fake flippers and about what five checks, including the big check. Like, I'd be hoping that that's two pieces. Although Matt Cap has already gotten one, so it's only one until well, Matt Cap can hand in those nachos. And Captain gets his hook shot. Yeah.
Okay, this is interesting. Robs is running to swamp with only 26 pieces.
What could give Robs a lead over Matcap now? Because Matcap's further in the dungeon. It would only be if Matcap was unlucky, right?
If there are 2 pieces left side, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Matcap showing off Diver down. And that's the 30th Triforce piece. And Matcap can just hand that in, and it's GG.
So yeah, in Triforce Hunt, when you get your 30, you run up to the castle and you talk to the NPC outside, which is only there in this mode. And
Yep,
Madcap
GG.
finishes first on the restream with an official time of 1:02:04, and that gives him a second place in the race total. First place was Cher with 1:01:27.
Yep, so get your GGs in the chat. Well, so yeah, we'll see when we can get the interview with the races. For the moment, Captain Robs and Sanchez are continuing, so we'll see what happens with their progress. Robs is in Swamp Palace. Captain is doing Lammo, which we haven't seen in Desert Palace. And Sanchez is checking Pyramid.
There's a cape on Landmo.
And the piece of heart on the pyramid ledge. What do you think's on left hand's left hand swamp though?
Maybe a flute? So yeah, Robs needs 2 more. Oh, there's one more for Sandres on the mushroom. Captain is going to take his off the ether tablet. And I believe we haven't seen Catfish.
So we're definitely seeing it now.
Yeah, and as our tracker thankfully reminds us, Robs just needs the shroom and the magic pad turn in, or the catfish to finish his scene. But obviously he doesn't know that, so we shall wait and see where he goes.
And a piece of Triforce for Sandras. So 3 checks left for Robs in Swamp Palace. And hello, welcome, Matcap. Thank you ever so much for running and everything. It was amazing to watch. And GG.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for commentating and everyone involved. Hope it was fun. I don't know, it sounds like a lame excuse, but at the beginning of Era, my bottle dropped to the floor and water started spilling in the floor, and I don't know, that was terrible, and I did dumb stuff. To be honest.
But it did lead you up the mountain very, very early, much earlier than the rest of the runners on the restream. What made you choose to go to Turtle Rock?
Well, I was thinking of maybe going into Turtle Rock. I don't know, I thought at that point the mountain had a lot of checks, so I just decided to go there. I should probably have gotten the hovers right. I wasn't even close, which is unfortunate, but well, and yeah, between the deaths in the mountain, which I basically lost the race due to that, I could say, because I lost by 30 seconds, and that was more, but well, what you gonna do? Yeah, it's a lot of checks in the mountain, and I think density is probably going to be the best option. I think the mountain especially, it's a lot of checks in the overworld, not actually inside dungeons. And yeah, I mean, once you were up in the mountain, TR was completable if you didn't forget the ice rod.
Yeah, and there we have Rob's picking up his 30th piece, so he is making his way to the goal.
So yeah, definitely get ready for your GGs and chat for Rob completing. Yeah. Let me think. Sorry.
And Rob's finishes second on restream with a time of 1:07:27 and third overall.
Yep. And definitely get your GGs in the chat for Rob's.
So, Matcap, what do you like these types of races with Triforce?
I think it's fun from time to time, you know? I wouldn't play in a tournament for this, I think, but from time to time it's fun. And I mean, once I had the mistake in Turtle Rock, I just said okay, let's assume the seed is not going to require us to go to GT. And if that's the case, I'm fine, because I found 2 in Turtle Rock, 2 or 3, so it's not that bad. And yeah, I mean, I just kept pushing for density items, keeping most of the bosses, and it worked out, fortunately. Because I could have been burned in 1,000 ways, and if the seed required to go to GT, it could have been much worse for me.
Oh yeah. We now. Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you. Rob's is saying no mic, so no interview from me. All I can just say is, well, thank you ever so much for racing for us, Rob. It was absolutely amazing to see you play, and yeah, just thank you.
And we have now Sandres going into Swamp for his last 2 pieces.
So density was the reason you went into pod as well, wasn't it? Which pod gave the flippers, if I remember correctly.
Sorry?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, some technical difficulties here. So you went to pod. Was that the main reason for the density?
Yeah, after the Turtle Rock and the mountain and everything, it was like, okay, pod and Eastern. I didn't even realize there were pendants, so that's probably even better. But yeah, it's like there's a lot of items over there, and yeah. In Eastern, it was another place where I wasn't sure, but like it's once you know the Vicky's vanilla, it's if the last item it's in the boss, it's a lot of time for only one item. So probably not worth it. And yeah, were there any Triforce in the Uncle or in the front of Scape?
I didn't
Do you
see any.
remember?
No, there wasn't. Not that I can remember. So you made like a 3-minute save on not doing Halma and Green Pendant because those were just 20 rupees.
Yeah, it was very lucky. Yeah. Well, a very good skip actually.
And our tracker here saying that yes, there was one tracker piece on the actual uncle, but that's it.
Oh, that's cool because I hadn't done the pyramid. So, like at the end, the dream was like kind of just waiting till the end and doing the like getting the last Triforce piece in escape area and just talking to Maharashla over there. So that's bad. I don't like in the end with the hook shot. I wasn't going to go into swamp, but with the hook shot over there, it was just probably like going straight to the back. It will give me the 2 I'm missing. Yeah, there were a lot like in Facedown, Smith Chain, in all that area. It went much quicker than I expected, to be honest.
And here we have Sandrace finishing in a official time of 1:11:56 in 4th place overall.
So get your GGs in the chat, everybody, for Sandres.
And I believe that is Sandrace joining us here in voice chat. GG.
GG, and TR backfired on me.
So, yeah. How did you find the seed, Sandres?
A bit as expected with the way some of these items were running out. That fire rod, basically, I was set to just check TR, just the front of it. Then I got that fire rod. It's like, you're making me clear it, aren't you, seed?
Pretty much. You did a very nice Trinex fight, and that was without the safety door.
Yeah, I didn't have the bomb to open the safety door.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was very scared going into that fight. As useless as it was.
But yeah, the rest of the seed, it was very stacked at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you think of Blindside with, was it just bow, boots? I think there was something else.
And glove. It was like, well, I was like saying, like, well, I'm glad I did this reverse way. That way I can go around to it instead of, and then got the mitts for free. It's like, oh, well, yeah. I hesitate to ask where everybody else went for their, because I knew that, I had a feeling that death really early to the crab cost me, I knew it cost me, I didn't realize it cost me 2 pieces very quickly.
There was some coordination between you at the very start, but it quickly separated out. Madcap went up the mountain super early. Robs ran around a lot before he got even into the dark world. I think he lost located Moonpo. But once he got into the dark world, he had a lot of items to run around with.
Yeah, I was trying to play the way I've been doing the ladder ludicrous seeds, which is if you get a dungeon, you clear it. Because I mean, there you're getting 4 times the items, but still, it's like my goal is like if I have the ability to clear an entire section, I will clear the entire section. And again, like I said, getting the fire rod basically said, "Oh, well, I can clear the entire mountain now, so I might as well just do that."
What made you both go up Hera? Was it just density of checks with all the Death Mountain and Dark Death Mountain checks then?
Going up Hera for me was the 5-6. Because if you notice, I noped out of the of Eastern because I didn't have the lamp for quote unquote logic. But because it was a 5-6, that was why I went up Hera instead of skipping out the top of Hera.
Yeah, like once you go up there, like I think everything that's quick, it's good. Like you're never going to do like the basement or anything, but I mean, just do everything you can find along the way, and if it's slow, skip it. I think.
And at this point, Captain 1977 has decided to forfeit. Unfortunate, but it happens.
Yeah, thank you ever so much for running for us, Captain 1977. And yeah, there's been a lot of tough things to do with this seed, so yeah.
But please, everybody, do check out these runners. Please follow them. They put up a very fine show for everybody here tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much to everyone involved. It was really fun, and I've got to go. And GG's to everyone.
Yep, GG.
And Captain has set his GDs here, and he's not coming in for a voice chat. But thank you, all the runners, and that's been it for us. Goran, why don't you exit us out of this?
Okay, well, also thanking the runners. Thank you, the Titan 84, for commentating. It's been amazing working for you. Thank you, Drossi, One, and Laura Linda for the tracking. It's been amazing having you here. And thank you to all our runners, as we said before. And from Speed Gaming 2, well, good night and have a good one.